addition to enhancing further Respond for AMS, with the release of Cityworks 15.2, we're also going to be able to introduce the support for PLL activities within Respond. And so to showcase some of those new actions, I've asked Matt Harmon to join us here on the stage.
Okay, so Becky, when I first saw PLL a few months ago, I'm lucky I get to see it pretty early in its release cycle. I recall standing up in my office and fist pumping. It was one of those moments where I was just excited to see what our developers had done with the product. I then took a screenshot of it and sent it to our sales staff, excited to show it to new potential customers and existing customers alike. So today, I'm really excited to open up Respond and show you some PLL activities. Hopefully you'll see that that the new interface can help you be more efficient at using the product. So right here on my screen, okay, just as Josh showed, all the familiar tools are there. There's an inbox where I can navigate to my saved searches for easy consumption of the data. I can view charts, maps, graphs with status, all available depending on my role to learn and execute my work. Let's go over to this card here where I have a list of permits, code enforcement cases, and other PLL activities. Let's go ahead and open a building permit. You'll see this beautiful green. I love that it displays in green. I don't know if our developers purposely made it green because PLLs are very parcel-centric. PLL activities, we often use parcels, but I like to think that they did. Here, when I scroll up and down, right, so those of you familiar with PLL, I have all my panels where I can interact with the different sections of my permit. My favorite thing is I can collapse all these, so I can easily get to each section and view and target the information that I need to fill out. Let's go ahead and look at workflow. Workflow is a critical component of any PLL activity. It streamlines the process for getting permits out the door or tracking code enforcement steps and other parts of different permitting activities. You can see here I'm in a zoning review where I've done a few resubmittals. When I click on that task and respond, I can easily get into the task and edit things like who it's assigned to, the date that it's scheduled to be completed, and so forth. And just like in office mode, I've got a one-click completion of any of my tasks. And of course, the next milestone will open up, and those people that are assigned to those tasks will be notified and they can track their work. One other thing that I love that the developers put in this is this view graph. So I'm going to click on this button here, okay, and a graph will render of the workflow and the steps that take place. They're color-coded with pink, green, blue, so you know what type of task you're interacting with, as well as a nice milestone chart of when they'll occur. Finally, one of the other things that I'm often asked when I go out and visit customers is attaching documents. Code enforcement officers, inspectors, whether it's public works or engineering or building inspectors, can easily attach documents, photos, and other things right from the device, which I'm not going to do that right now. Okay? Finally, let's take a look at Task Manager. So a lot of our customers will, if you're a building inspector and you have 15 inspections to do every day, it's nice to have a simple to use list of those inspections. We put Task Manager in Respond, and as you see here, it'll load all the inspections that are assigned to me, and I can interact with each one of them, including rotating, adding comments, and of course, corrective actions. So as I open up my corrections, I can complete a status. It'll save it. And PLL is really good. It's really good at updating and telling you what it's doing, so the user in the field doesn't have to worry about what's going on. And then finally, if I complete my inspection, the PLL is part of, Respond is part of our platform. So the APIs underneath are used to execute any transactions that might occur, such as email notifications or attaching an inspection summary to the contractor or people on the permit. So Task Manager is really, really cool, and I'm really excited about it. And then finally, of course, Cityworks, right? The map is always there. If you've got location services on, you can locate where you're at and use some of the tools that we've shown earlier today. With PLL, for me in particular, I'm really excited about it. 10 years ago is when we really started when I started working on PLL, and from the early days of research and development to managing the first implementation projects, training our business partners and sales staff on the product features, and most rewarding, traveling the entire country and visiting our user community. It's been really rewarding, and I really mean that. Last night, talking with some of our first PLL customers was a real privilege, and I'm excited about what we're doing with PLL right now. And I really am looking forward to the next 10 years. We've got nearly 100 clients using PLL to manage everything from building permits, utility and right-of-way permits, planning and zoning activities, code enforcement cases and various types of licenses, and even creative use of PLL with managing leases and other things that we didn't even expect. And that's what our customers do. They take our products and they adapt it and utilize it, and it's just really neat to be a part of. And so today, over the next few days, I hope to talk to a lot of you about how PLL can help your organization be more efficient at public asset management. And Brian, I'm pumped up about PLL. It's got a lot of good things that we can do, and in the next 10 years, it's going to be an amazing ride. So thank you.
Thank you, Matt.